Hi G2G Films. Here is a video for the WordPress training. We'll go ahead and make it pretty quick and simple for the basic stuff you need to do. First of all, log in. Go to g2gfilms.com/wp-admin and go ahead and log in with your username and password. And I believe you already know how to add blog posts. These are the posts that come in to the blog here. And but just for the sake of making this video complete, we'll go ahead and go over that real quick. Here are all of your posts. You can add a new post here this way, and you can also go up here if you want to do a quick. You can add it this way, a new post, and you can also do a quick press post if you just in the dashboard and you just want to do it quickly. You can also add it here, and it'll publish it to the blog. So, but the basic way most people add them is through here. And here, these are all of your posts at the time. And let's trash this one. Alright, so you can just add a new post, and you'll put your title in here, add all of your text in here, and you can add a link if you like. And go ahead and just, I'll just put a hash bar for now. And you can do a lot of things like change colors in this palette. You can left and right justify. All of these things are basically like Microsoft Word pretty much. You can also insert images by adding media, which you can select files from your computer, or you can go to your media library here and look at your existing files that have already been uploaded. So just for the sake of this, we'll just pick this logo here, and we can actually title it as well. You can add a caption in this area, and you can even select the size. At this point, it gives you 3 options. And alright, so we'll go ahead and do that. Insert here. Now these images usually come out with a link included, so if you click on that little image thing, you can see here the link URL. Usually I remove those because it links to a larger picture of the image. Unless you wanted to go somewhere specific, I would just take that out. And in the advanced settings, there's some things you can do there, like size. You can add a border if you like. You can just put 1 for 1 pixel. You can add vertical space, which means it's going to give space on the top and bottom, and space on the sides. You can do that too. And as you can see, as you add it, it adds it here in a code. So you can do that. You can also flush left where the text wraps around it, which is very common and useful. And if you want to go back to the advanced settings, if you'd like to just do a margin left or right, you can do after margin you can type left, and that will just put it on the left, and the same thing for right. Those are just a little extra tips for CSS styles. Alright, so we'll go ahead and update that, and let's see. Then if you go ahead and publish it, before you do so, you could choose a category here, and you can also add a new category called this logo or design, and just add that, and you can check that or check a couple of them, whichever you like. And you can also add tags. This is useful in SEO. You can add here just words like design, just things where people might be searching for. This will help in SEO. So I'm just going to go ahead and I'm not going to save this, but once you publish it, it will go into the blog. Now, if you want to, one handy thing that you can do if you want to change the author, it looks like you're just going to be having G2G Films, but let's say you had more than one author. You can click here, quick edit, and you can change here the different authors. Let's say you want to personalize it with your name or somebody else. So you can easily change the author there, and that will show up on the blog as well. You can also predate things and schedule things for the future by changing the dates in this area. And you can allow or disallow comments. These are pretty self-explanatory here, and change categories as well. So I'll name this news so it's not uncategorized, and just go ahead and update. That's a quick way to edit some posts. So that's basically the posts area. There's always a lot more tools you can look into as you look around WordPress, but for the sake of this video, we'll keep it simple. The next thing you can do, the next area here was, well, here's the categories, and you can add and delete categories there. Here's the media, let's go there, and this is basically everything that you've uploaded as far as images go into your database. And you can see where they're linked to. If you look on the right here, it says uploaded to. This says mentions, and all the different places where they're uploaded. If you have something that's not attached, it will show this way, and you can attach it if you click there. If you know where it's going to go, you can look at different pages. It'll show posts or pages that you might want to insert that image to. That's one way to insert an image. Then of course you have to look at it for formatting. Go to the poster page. Next thing you have here is forms. This is your contact form, or different forms you can make, but there's one here that we've already created for you. So if you open that up, you can see the fields here. And if you'd like to add more fields, all you do is go here and add the different types of fields. They have drop downs, radio buttons, all different. You'll have to play around with that. Check boxes, some advanced fields where you can have phone and email, CAPTCHA, those sort of things. Of course it gets more robust the more robust your site gets. So then you would just update your form. Then we have form settings, which is basically things to do with the layout and buttons, how they work, and so forth. You've got entries here, which means these are the people that have submitted a form through the website, and this is great because you get to see their emails, and you can start creating an email list from that, so you can reach these clients, potential clients. And let's see, let's go to pages, and these are your pages. This is pretty self-explanatory, pretty much like a post. So if you open mentions, for instance, you'll see all the content there, and I see that you've already put a video there, which is great. So you've got that pretty much down pat. Comments, these are comments. When you receive a comment, they will show up first of all on your dashboard, and it'll say here recent comments. And if it looks like a good comment that you want to approve, just go ahead and approve it. You will be probably receiving a lot of spam. Eventually you'll need, if you get too much, a plugin called Akismet, and you'll need to activate that to handle that. But for the time being, just you can mark it as spam or trash it. But I would go to mark it as spam so you can stop getting spam from that sender. Next thing, so that's comments. Then you have portfolio, and this is where you have your portfolios. Let's open one up, and as you can see, here you put the YouTube link. This particular link is for the mobile, helps the mobile version of it, and this link here is for the page. So you got to put the link in 2 times. And then just upload your feature image, which you already know how to do. So let's say you want to take that out and put another one, then you just select a different one and put it in, and just hit set featured image. And that does that, and then you just hit update. And just, of course, click the category when you add a new one. Then you've got portfolio categories here, and you can pick new categories, and if you want to separate portfolios into categories, you can do that. And you can also reorder the order of the categories here by just taking them just like that and moving them around, and hit apply new order. And that takes care of that. Then you've got we'll go to appearance. Well, let's go to appearance now in widgets. Widgets contain the sidebar. The sidebar is here where you have search, recent posts, comments, archives, and categories, and that's basically where your main sidebar contains. You can move things in and out of these sidebars, in and out of there. You can take it out just like that. You can throw this one into inactive widgets, and that'll keep your settings. It'll just make it inactive. Contact sidebar is this one here. That just appears on your contact page. And you can create additional sidebars like I've done here. And the way that works is once you create these, when you go to your page, let's say you'd like to add a sidebar to the About page, what you do is go here. First you get a template, you get the default template, and then you select the sidebar from this little drop down area here. So if you want to do that. But there's another setting where you need to watch that because we have it set to not have, for the pages not to have sidebars. And I believe, here it goes, there's a show sidebar on the contact page is checked, but page settings, it's not checked. So if you want to show sidebars, you'll have to check it here. So this brings us to the theme options, which is here in appearance. And this has general settings like where the logo is, the background image for the home page, the Google Analytics, and the footer text. And then slider settings. And you can just go ahead and look through these, and these are very carefully done, so just be careful. Contact page options is here. Just get familiar with these areas here. And then social icons. Here you can add more social icons. If you open up another, like an account with Google Plus, just go ahead and put your link in there and so forth, and you can add all of these as you get them. And backup options means if you want to back up the settings in these options, all you have to do is copy and paste this, copy and keep this text, and then paste it again later, and then just restore. So that's the theme options, but I wanted to go over the pricing tables, and you can do that here if you go to plugins and installed plugins. They're called CSS3 responsive web pricing table grids. So just I just click on your settings, and it looks a little bit overwhelming, I'm sure, but you first of all choose the table that you want to edit. And right here, there's a lot of these, but the two tables that you have that I've created are these two, the additional services and the first table, this is the main table here. So you click on that, and you'll see here the all the settings, and it shows you a little quick option down here. This text looks a little different, but it's different on the main page, on the actual page. So let's say you want to change one of these things. They're all in here. It starts on column 2 on. For some reason, this plugin needs to put an empty column 1 for it to work properly. So basically, column 2 is where it all begins, and you'll see here is where choose the packages. Just watch out for these bracketed codes, and the only thing you will be changing, like let's say you want to change your price, you would change it over here in this area, and look for the text that's basically between the brackets, because that's the text that's editable. You have column widths here. If you want to mess with that for some reason, just be ready to invest some time, because once you do one change, it creates a ripple effect, and same with the mobile. So make sure you're ready to sit down to test for a while to get those changes to be right. So as you go down the rows, you'll see what each one is if you just read what it says here, hours of filming, 1 hour, 2 hours. And in order to choose the check marks and so forth, just click on this little eye and you'll know which code you need to choose. Like for instance, it's X style 9. Then you just get the drop down and choose the correct code that you want to show up in there. So I'm going to leave that alone for now. And that's a quick basic tour of that. I believe that's it. For this site in particular, the Google Analytics had to be installed as a plugin. The theme Google Analytics wasn't working properly. So your actual Google Analytics is here inside settings, and all you do is put the code there and it works fine. And that concludes this video. Oh, well, there's one more thing. The users, that's another area. Here's where you can add and remove users. I would leave Design House just in case you need us to come in and help you with anything in the future. And you can just add a new user just like that if you want to add an admin to help you out and create their password and everything. And then just make sure you put their role to whatever you want it to be. An admin, of course, has access to everything, which is what you guys have and I have. But if you want to put in an editor, all they can do is put blog posts, same with an author. A contributor needs some approvals process, so the next level down would be editor. So I'll just leave it in the default setting, which is subscriber. And here you can also change your passwords. So all you got to do is open up, like Kathy, for instance, and she can just go in and put new password twice and update user, and that will change the password. You cannot change usernames. See, here it says you cannot. So let's see, what else do we have here? Comments, pages, forms. If you want to create a new form, let's say you want to do that, all you do is title it, create the new form, and it gives you a title, an ID that you can use. But all you would do is go to the page after you create the form. Just go to all pages and add a new page, and all you have to do is go click here, add form, and select the form you want to add and just insert it, and that pulls the form into whatever page you like, whatever form you like. So it's a great tool. And that's it. That concludes our video. If there's anything that we missed here, please feel free to contact Design House at 305-456-7253. Thanks, and enjoy your website.